Hey everyone, welcome back to the Olympia Range podcast. Still trying to call it Sad Boys podcast, which we're not anymore. This week I am joined with my other co-hosts as well, which are Fry Guy Time, Pixel, and Mr. Red Sky, which are Joe Man, I've already fucked this up. God damn it.
That's fine. It's whatever.
My game crashed.
Okay, so we're with Will, Mike, and Joe, and myself, Griff included. So this week we don't really have any set schedule thing. We kind of came up with the last minute. So what we're gonna be doing is just kind of talking about school since classes started back this week. Just kind of talk about how it's going, how we want to end our suffering from this hellscape.
Also, any funny classroom stories that we may have.
Oh, that too. Yeah. Those are always plentiful the first week of school. You never know what you're gonna expect going into your classes.
Especially the professors you may get.
Oh, I got a good one. I got a pretty solid one.
Why don't you start us off, Will?
All right, so my history professor is this kind of old dude, but he's calling historians on their bullshit, right?
Uh-huh.
So we're sitting in there, and he's like, "So you guys you know those standardized tests where it asks for your race?" He goes, "So you know how there's the part that's Native American?" He goes, "Do they? I don't think they actually know what that means." And he goes, "So how many of you guys are actually born here in America?" And about 90 to 95% of the classroom raises, right? And he's like, "Yeah, you guys are Native Americans. You are born here." So he goes, "To fuck with people, I select Caucasian and Native American." He literally goes, "Screw the system."
Well.
He's like, they don't know what they're talking about.
I mean, I guess he's not wrong.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, technically.
I was like, I guess.
I think he's talking about people off the reserve, kind of Native American. I mean, I think that's what those.
Well, that's what they mean. He's like, but
fuck
that's not
the
what
system.
That's not what they're called.
It's like that episode of fucking Rick and Morty where he's like, "Fuck all existing gods. The only one that matters is the fucking big head in the sky. Now excuse me while I go worship the thing that literally controls the fucking weather."
Yeah. Rick and Morty. What a legendary show.
Yes.
Yeah. I can't really...
Yes.
You got any, Joe? Any interesting professors or stories this semester?
Yeah, okay, so... I guess I'll tell the story of my professor that bought me a shot for my 21st birthday.
Dan the man!
Yeah, fucking Dan. What a goddamn legend.
Dude, I was so disappointed I didn't have him.
Yeah, I literally made philosophy my minor because of this fucking man, because I want to take his class again, and he's teaching an upper level class. I think the rest of his career, he's gonna teach a lower level and an upper level, so I gotta get to the upper level. So he does this. He had this out of the class, off campus sort of brew and talk kind of thing, where it's called Philosophy After Dark. I don't know if he's still doing it or not. I meant to walk by his office and be like, "Yo, that's still a thing." But so he would or we would rather, we would all meet at a brewery, this local brewery, and we'd talk about sort of kind of controversial topics, not really, but one of them was gun control, one of them was abortion, and one of them was...
Now, you went to a couple of these, right? I know we went to a couple with you.
I went to a couple, but I always showed up late and always just sat outside the table, and then he'd come up to me afterwards and be like, "Hey man, thanks for coming," all that shit, and he'd sit down and we'd have a beer or two. And so the first time I went, he was playing he was playing a 3-hour set for this bar, because he played guitar, so he went and played a show for 3 hours and whatnot. And it happened to be my birthday that day, so we're we're me and my girlfriend at the time were there, and we stopped by to say hey, and I wanted to see if he was, I mean, obviously he was good, but I wanted to see how good he was, because I don't know, and it was cool. He was actually pretty fucking dope and good. He used to be in a band too. I forgot about that. He was in a fucking band. They almost got signed by like Sony or something. And then yeah, they almost got like signed by a record label, and then like the lead, dude of the band was a dickhead and like didn't want it because they thought they could do better, and then the band fell apart because they were like, dude, what the fuck, and Anyway, long story short, we're there, we're like hanging out. He's like halfway through his set. It's like 8 or 9 or something, and we're like, me and my girlfriend at the time were like, all right, let's get back to back to the apartment and go get fucked up with your roommates. And so we're like walking out, and he's out there smoking a cig, and then he's like, hey man, where you going? I was like, we're he was like, first he thanked me for coming. He's like, hey man, thanks for coming, like it's cool that you and like anybody showed up from class, blah blah blah. And I was like, yeah man. I was like, I just turned 21, like I wanted to come and grab a beer and listen to you play. And he goes, oh, you just turned 21? He's like, when was your birthday? I was like, it's today. And he goes, oh shit, really? And I was like, yeah, October 30th or 3rd. Can't fucking think. Don't know my own damn birthday. And then he just goes, he does a little finger, like, come here. Like, he was like, follow me. And so I follow him. I don't know what the fuck's going on. He takes me up to the bar, and then he
And then
just looks at the bar, like the bartender, and goes, 2, and like she just fucking automatically knew what that was. And so he goes, and so she's like, for him? He was like, yeah. And I was like, uh-oh. So then yeah, so I ended up it was Jameson. He bought me a fucking shot of Jameson for my 21st birthday.
And little
So I
did he
went to go
know,
see
before
his
he
show.
put it down, he put a roofie in it, and that night was wild, right?
Yeah, I like I think I had 2 beers. I had 2 beers, and then like we were about to leave, and then he's like, all right, take this shot. So I was like, oh fuck. And I had to drive too, so I was like, I better drive home quick before this shit hits. So I took the shot, hopped in the car, and drove back. It was,
Bopped in the whip.
yeah, hopped in the fucking Stang,
Hell yeah.
rolled back.
Hey man, I don't think you can get a better professor than someone who's just gonna sit
Yeah,
there and
honestly.
like just buy you a shot without even questioning if you were lying
That
or
and,
not
like,
about your
yeah.
age.
He was one of those professors that like he cussed in class, not to like get our attention, but just that's just how he was. Like he's like, I grew up like cussing, and like he's like, I don't know where he fucking grew up. It was like somewhere in the South too. So he's like, yeah, like
While Mom's
fuck
cooking
shit
dinner, let's
and-
go out back and cuss.
yeah, he was like, fucking shit are like part of my vocabulary. And I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Then he's just like a super intense, not intense, but like he would like start sweating in his lectures because he'd be like, fuck yeah, Aristotle knew what the fuck he was talking about. It just made it like super interesting.
Huh?
Especially for like philosophy, because it's kind of like, especially like the old, like the Greek philosophy, it's kind of like, and he saith, and you're like, man, what the fuck is this? But yeah, he made it super interesting, and he bought me my first shot of Jameson.
Yeah, it was bummy that I wasn't able to get him. Instead, I got some dude that. Okay, this is gonna sound really mean, but you know how like when somebody with autism, when they talk, they kind of like they sound super intelligent, but you can tell there's something wrong up there in the head.
Yeah, I had a fucking roommate who was autism.
Yeah.
Who was autism. Who had autism.
Yeah, that's kind of how my professor talks. For philosophy. Don't get me wrong, super nice guy, super cool, but it's like you can kind of tell like the way he talks, he kind of sounds like that. And then my econ professor, this dude comes in, slick back hair. I'm like, oh, this ought to be interesting. He's like mid-late 60s probably. And then next thing I know, he turns his head and he's got a freaking rat tail down the back of his fucking neck.
Yeet.
And I was like, oh my god. How about you, Mike?
I don't think it'll ever be as bad as. So I took an online class for, I think, the Introduction to CISM class, which is like the computer like science, but it's like, what is it?
Yeah.
What does it stand for?
It's Computer Information System Management or something
Yeah, that's
like
what
that.
it is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a
So
it's like basically yeah.
Basically,
it's a tech class.
it's like Excel and all those like business.
Oh yeah, it's like Excel, Java, like all the.
Yeah. And so I took that class online because it was an entry-level class, and so I could do it online and not have a problem with it. And so I take this class, and I open up my dad is like one of those forward-thinking kind of professional guys. So he tells me, hey, you should probably look at your class before the class actually starts, just kind of get see if they post anything just in case or whatever.
Yeah.
So begrudgingly, I'm like, okay, I'll do it, Dad, thanks. Whatever. So I do it.
So against my will.
Yeah, against I do the whole teenager, whatever, I'll do it. So I did
Whatever,
it.
old
Alright,
man.
Dad.
So I did it, and I open up this guy's class on our school portal, and I'm greeted with what seems to be a 6-page essay on Folio.
Oh.
Huh.
And it's basically this guy describing himself. So he describes himself. There's a picture of him. He looks like this 50-year-old biker dude in like a leather
yeah.
jacket. He has like long hair. He's wearing their bandana with like sunglasses. He got the mustache and the beard and whatever.
Oh, fuck yeah.
What a legend, dude.
And he goes, yeah. So I may look like this, but I'm actually a doc. He has like his doctorate in something. I don't remember exactly what it was.
Fucking hell.
And he's like, and I don't take shit from anybody, so here's what's gonna go on. So he basically he's like, okay, before class starts, I expect you to read my life biography. I expect you to read the entire syllabus, which by the way was like 5 pages long.
Walks into class. What's up, you fucking pussies?
Quiz on Monday. See you then.
No, literally, there was an entire assignment we had to do before class started, like before it even began. There was an entire assignment we had to do.
Jesus.
And it was just this entire shitstorm of just stuff that we had to read or complete or whatever before the class even started.
Wow.
Like it was due the day the class started, and it was so funny because the day the class started, there was a group me that was made for the class, because it was an online class or whatever. But the day the class started, the entire group me was just, oh shit, I didn't do this. Like everyone saying that.
Damn.
And so I was like one of 5 people that only did this, and he's like, yeah, so if you don't do that, that's like 10% of your grade. And we're just like, oh, well, there goes your A.
Yeah, fuck your A.
Yikes, dude, what an asshole. What's his name so I know not to take him?
I honestly don't remember. I have no idea what his name was.
Griff, I'm pretty sure. If it's an entry level class, I'm pretty sure you might have already taken it.
Oh, I may have. Yeah, I don't know. I definitely know I didn't have that guy because let me tell you, I would have gotten cooked.
Yeah.
I don't look at the syllabus.
The thing was, his class wasn't that hard. Honestly, it was just a lot of work. We had 2 or 3 assignments due a day, but it wasn't hard. He literally gave you instructions. He's like, just follow these instructions, do it. So I was just like, okay, well, during my summer, I'm gonna spend 2 or 3 hours a day just doing it. It's not even hard or whatever.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. I was like, hey Mike, you wanna play? You're like, I have 3 things to fucking do before midnight, and it was 11 o'clock, and you're like, I haven't fucking touched them.
Yeah, but I had to do it every single day. Because I remember you asked me 2 days in a row. You're like, yo, can you play? I was like, no, I gotta do this homework. Then you asked me the next day. I was like, no, I gotta do homework. He's like, you just did homework yesterday. I'm like, yeah, that's the problem.
You did fucking homework yesterday. What do you mean?
I was like, that's the problem.
My life is a never-ending cycle.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's probably my worst experience with a teacher. Other than maybe, what was it, Bob last semester?
Mm-hmm.
You mean accounting last semester?
Yeah, Joe knows all about Bob.
Bob!
Dude, Robert.
Bob was fucking, holy shit. Bob was, okay, first of all, Bob was kind of a bitch, but he was also the GOAT at the same time.
Yeah, he definitely was.
He was one of those people you loved and hated at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
He would be like, attendance isn't mandatory, but then he would give random fucking quizzes, and those quizzes were I don't know, probably 10% of your grade.
Oh man.
And he took the top 5 scores out of the 7 or 12 or whatever it fucking was that he gave, or 10, I think it was.
Jesus.
Yeah, and so if you missed 5 and you took 5, chances are you just got fucked on that grade. But there were times where if you came to class and nobody else was there, he would literally give you the answers and you get a straight 100 on them.
Oh, that's awesome.
So yeah, that was nice. And then he would just teach the shit we already knew it. But Yeah,
Yeah,
it
that
was-
was the main reason I dropped it, cause like we were like a week in, and I was just like, what?
yeah.
Jesus. Yeah, I think I'd probably drop that class too. I still have to take accounting, so I'm definitely not going to be taking him.
If you can't pass algebra, fucking good fucking luck in counting, dude. Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm not.
That
looking
literally,
forward
like,
to it.
I don't think I've ever worked that hard in a class ever
I'm gonna try and like.
since like my college career started.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and look up. Whenever I talk to my advisor, I'm gonna talk to her and ask her about like who the best not the best, the easiest professor would be to take for that. Cause
Well, that's the thing, like, yeah, I don't know. Unless you're gonna be an accountant, you don't need to like
yeah,
fully like know it fucking forwards and backwards, and
yeah,
you just kind of need to like. Even Bob was like, if you're not an accounting major, you just get past like just do good on the tests, and you'll be fine. Like,
mhm,
just do whatever study method you do.
Right.
Cram if you fucking have to, but just get past the tests.
right, yeah.
And yeah. But yeah, that was. Anybody have? Let me ask you this before we get too far. Does anybody have interesting professors this semester?
The one I was talking about with the rat tail, that one's this semester.
Christ.
And
Will,
my
you got
philosophy
any?
one.
Just the dude who marks Native American.
Just the dude who fucks with the system.
The white Native American, the pale-faced Native American.
Yeah, I have two.
You took
Asian-
our land, you mean my land?
One you can't like. It's like kind of hard to understand because of her like accent, and then one of them just has like this really weird like. It's like she opens her mouth for every word, and it's like it's so
Wait,
It's so
huh?
weird.
What?
Yeah, like
What?
like when she talks, she was calling a calculator a conculator. So yeah, it's like I don't know what
magic
like
conculator.
yeah.
So I'm glad I'm not the only one that thought that.
Yeah. So she was like, "You need to buy a financial calculator," and I was like, "What?"
Ooh,
what's a
that's what I gotta get. I gotta get a new freaking calculator. I'm glad you said that.
Calculator.
Calculator.
Yeah, I gotta get it. I gotta get that big old TI-84 or whatever for.
Oh yeah, I have one of those. It's like 110.
Christ.
Shit. Are you
I
taking
think
a math class this semester? Because if I could borrow that, that would be.
Yeah, I'm taking
power
calc.
Yeah, I'm taking.
Okay. Wait. What days do you have
Yeah.
calc?
Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Holy shit! The days you're not using it, so Tuesday and Thursday, could I borrow it?
Yeah.
Hell
Bottom
yes.
text.
You're a legend. Yeah, that'd just make it easier than me having to go out and buy one. Because I used to have one, and I think I let my buddy borrow it, and I never got it back from him. So it's just kind of.
God damn it! I don't want to fucking. All right.
Anywho, but yeah, I'm trying to think. Like, did anything like crazy happen on campus this week yet, or no?
No. Oh, I know. There's a big fucking party on Row though this week. I think.
Oh really?
Pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's like a big like a syllabus weekend party going
Oh
on
my
at
God.
Row.
Probably.
Yep. Have y'all ever
Greek
been?
Row.
Have y'all ever been to any frat parties or any parties on Row?
I've been to 3. I got kicked out of 1.
Yeet.
Yeah.
What?
Why'd you get kicked out?
Do you really want to hear the story?
Yeah.
Yes, I don't think I've heard this.
You guys haven't heard the story about how I got kicked out of a fucking frat that my
don't-
friends were in? Like a frat
No.
party that
I
my...
don't think-
Okay. So, fucking sophomore year, last year,
Mhm.
it was first semester. I was still like in touch with my old roommates who like literally all 3 of my roommates from freshman year were in the same fucking frat.
Mhm.
So like I had it pretty good. Like I knew 3 of them. It wasn't like, yeah, I'm in a class with this one. I was like, yeah, I fucking roomed with them. 2 of them are friends of mine from fucking high school. So like, I know them pretty well. And so I get there. There's a fucking like check-in for guests if you're not a brother.
Oh my god.
So like there's a fucking like bouncer like staff member dude, and I'm like,
Mhm.
what's up? Cause oh yeah, so they had just gotten off probation or whatever. Their fraternity had like just gotten off probation.
Oh, that's a good sign.
It was like for hazing, but like hazing they didn't do. Like this dude got drunk and fell down the stairs, and like when they wouldn't let him in the frat, he went to the basically as a bitch move, and he was like, yeah, they hazed me, and they were like, no, we didn't. So they got suspended either way.
Yeah.
So they had just gotten off suspension, so this was like their first year, but they could like register their parties with Southern, so that they couldn't be held accountable for what like goes on at the parties, So like technically Southern was responsible. So I get there, bouncer like fucking weird conversation with the bouncer. It's like, you a brother? I was like, nah, I'm a guest. I know 2 of them. Or I know 3 of the brothers though. And he was like, you're lucky. He's like the first 50. He was like the first 50 or first 10 or 15 or whatever guests like don't have to get like a little band that says you're not supposed to be drinking.
Right.
So they would give you like a band that was like, hey, don't drink. And so like he was like,
even
you're
if
lucky.
you're of age, you couldn't.
No,
drink
no,
if
no.
you're
It was
drunk?
just, yeah. Well, it was like obviously like I fucking wasn't of age. I think I was 19 or yeah, I was 19 at the time. And he was
so
like,
that was early
he
last
asked me
year.
that too. He's like, are you of age? And I was like, I am not. And he was like, all right, you're lucky. And then he just fucking let me in. I was like, I bet. So I'm like, I walk in, I find my friends. I'm like, what the fuck is up? And I dap them up, and then I'm like, where's the beer at? They're like, oh, it's inside. So I go inside. I'm like, I'm getting fucked up. So I start double fisting because I was like, fuck it.
Yeah.
It's a frat party. I was like, what are you guys gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm double fisting. I'm walking around talking with friends and whatnot. About an hour goes by. These kids are fucking like it's getting out of hand. I get there and one of my buddies has like he literally has a bottle, a handle of Wave, a bottle of vodka in one hand, and a fucking chaser, or like a 2-liter of Sprite in the other.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no. It's like, Jackson, don't do this to yourself, buddy.
We have all been.
Yeah, we've all been there though.
Yikes.
And so I was like, all right, where's Blake? My other friend that I knew, the other high school friend that I knew. I was like, where's Blake? He's like, oh, he's in the back. And I was like, all right, sweet. So I went out, met Blake, whatever. About an hour goes by. I'm like starting to get a little tipsy. I finished my 2 beers and I'm on my like 4th or something like that. And I'm like just sipping, talking to these dudes, and this bouncer comes through like fucking grabbing people and like pulling them through, because one dude was like obviously like fucking wasted. It was a she. It was a big fucking like swole ass black woman just like taking these 18-year-old kids through the fucking hallway. And I think she was doing it because it was like too crowded and it could be like a fire hazard or a safety hazard.
Right.
Because like she didn't like reprimand any of them. She wasn't like, all right, you're coming with me. She was just like, everybody get like the fuck out. Like, don't care where you are, just get out of here. It's too cramped. So like she walks by me and she grabs the fucking sleeve of my shirt and starts pulling me with her. And I was like, fuck. I was like, fuck. And so she lets go, and I just slide back into the fucking, like, into the back of the like, house again. I'm like, guys, I shouldn't be alive.
Yeah.
And, so anyway, it's beginning of semester, or the year, so it's hot as fucking piss. It's August in Statesboro. And, so it's hot as shit. Like, everybody's, like, emptied out where all the beer was. Well, first of all, because we drank it all. Second of all, because there's ice at the bottom of the, like... It was like, okay, so they had trash like the cans or whatever. It was like ice beer, all the way to the top. And so we drank all the fucking beer. So it was just ice now. So everyone's, like, holding things of ice and, like, fucking putting it on their neck and shit. And so, like, the genius I put it in my fucking mouth. I put, like, a big-ass handful of ice cubes in my mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking ass. So I'm like, oh, hell yeah, this'll work. About 30 seconds goes by, I can't feel my tongue or my cheek anymore, so I was like, alright, fuck. So I, like, turn my head to spit the ice cubes out. And, like, I just do it real quick. I'm not even, like, looking who's, like, coming behind me. This girl walks up behind me to my side, and when I spit it out, it hits her, like, foot. And she just looks at me, I'm like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, like, I didn't mean that. Like, I fucking shoved ice in my mouth. It got cold as shit, couldn't feel my tongue, I spit it out. She was like, yeah, no, it's fine, whatever. And, like, kept going. And then I guess she went inside and told her boyfriend, like, oh my god, this funny thing happened. And he fucking comes outside, grabs my fucking shirt, and is like, what the fuck? Like, you know, tries to get all alpha male on me. He's like, dude, what the fuck? I will get every brother in this fucking house and beat the shit out of you. And I'm like, dude, calm the fuck down. Like, it was an accident. I fucking apologize. Like, calm the shit down. He's like, I know everybody at this party. We'll beat the fucking shit out of you. I was like, all right, whatever.
Yikes! I think you
He's
told
like,
me
get the
that.
fuck
Yeah.
out of here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. And
Jesus.
he's like, get the fuck out of here. So I'm like, all right, whatever. Fuck you. Like, I'm not leaving because you said so. Because you feel like your dick is so small, you have to try and be an alpha male. So I was like, all right, whatever. So I went to the front of the house. I find my buddies. I'm like, dude, you guys will never guess what the fuck just happened. Like, one of your brothers tried to like beat me up because I spit on an ice cube and it hit his girl's foot. And they were like, dude, that's fucking stupid as shit. And they're like, yeah. So we're all talking, like standing in a circle. The dude comes to the front of the house, grabs like both hands, grabs my shirt and fucking shoves me on the ground. He's like screaming now. He's like, what the fuck did I say? And he's like making a scene out of it. And he's like, I told you to get the fuck out of here. And like, you know, all the fucking, I guess he was like a, I don't know, he's not a legacy, but he's like a, he was like a junior or a senior or whatever in the frat.
Yeah.
Because like all my friends were like sophomores and they were like holding their beers, like looking like they were gonna fucking shit their pants. I was like, no backup, fellas. And I was like, all right, whatever, fuck it. And then I just fucking walked out. I didn't walk out. I was stumbling out of the fucking Greek row. I was like, it was like 7 p.m. at that time, and I like get back to my place. I get back to UV, and I fucking I get back to UV, and I'm like, man, what? Like, I'm drunk and like sort of kind of like, dude, what the fuck was his brother? That piece of shit. I'll fucking, if I see him again, I'm like, nah. And I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm like, I'm just gonna lay down and try and sober up a bit, and I end up falling asleep for 14 hours.
Oh my God.
I wake up at 9 a.m. So I fell asleep from 7 p.m. to 9 a.m.
Oh my God.
It was a hell of a nap. I woke up feeling like $28 bajillion.
Dude,
Would
I could
imagine. Oh.
Yeah.
It was fucking good. And then the other one I went to, it was a fucking flop. I showed up, all the beer was gone already.
Yikes.
And I was like just talking to people, and they're like, "Hey man, what's up?" Like, they're like, "I think we got a." I think they had like a cooler that they had hidden. They were like, "Yeah, here's a beer." It's like, fucking shotgunned it. I was like, "Whatever. I'll see y'all at the game."
Now, if you saw that guy again, what do you think you would say to him if you had
I don't
to
even fucking remember
had
what
to
he looks
encounter
like.
him? I gotcha.
If he like said something, be like, "Dude, I think I kicked you out of a party," and be like, "Oh yeah, you're that tiny dick fucking piece of shit male who like, you know,
Dick beta male.
yeah, you're that beta male who tried to, you know, fucking kick me out of a party because I spit an ice cube and it hit his girl's shoe." It's like, I doubt you're still fucking the same bitch, but whatever.
I was about to say, I bet you they're not even together
Yeah,
anymore.
they're probably like, she was like freaking out too. She was like, oh my, she was like grabbing, she was not grabbing him. She was like, yeah, she grabbed his like forearm and was like, stop. She was like, calm down. And he was like, no. It's like, dude, sweet. Where's your wife beater at, huh?
It's like the definition. Is this guy bothering you, babe?
Yeah. Babe?
Babe, you
is
good,
this guy
babe?
bothering you, babe?
I'll fuck this kid up, babe.
Yeah, that's literally what it was.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it was a sight. It was, I don't go to frat parties anymore just because of that.
Yeah, I don't know. I like.
Not because I'm socially awkward or anything.
Hint.
Yeah.
I don't
but
think
because,
I don't think I'd ever even been to like a frat party. Like I've went to the Blue Room and stuff, and I'm pretty sure there's been like sorority girls that I've had like grind on me, but I've never like been to like an actual sorority or frat party.
Oh yeah, no, they're wild. It's
A whole different
you
atmosphere.
ever have you ever have like fuck, it's like shit. Did you ever like in middle school, did you guys ever go to like the gym and just have like a social like gathering thing?
Yeah, every now and again.
Yeah. It was like that, but everyone was drunk. It's not, yeah, it's definitely not the fucking move.
Okay, so I'm not missing anything from not having experienced it then.
Nah, it's.
Okay.
I mean, you've been to the blue rooms. It's about that,
like that.
but outdoors and like people actually know each other,
Yeah.
and you can get kicked out for spitting ice cubes on people apparently, by
Well,
accident.
everyone has like terrible fucking either they have like no game or they have terrible social anxiety. So like even if there are girls at parties nowadays, it's kind of just like they don't get talked to because either one, people that go up to them are fucking douchebags,
Yeah, they're like,
or
hey babe, you want to get piped?
or people just have like terrible fucking social anxiety.
Call me Iron Man, babe. I'm gonna lay the pipe.
Call me a plumber. I hate dudes like that. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I feel like talking to women is just like a skill. Everybody's just fucking lost. Like,
It's like, dude.
all dudes are just like, I don't know, like, what animal is this?
And tell me you don't think the same thing. Like, we've all had girlfriends. Like, do y'all think like whenever you have girlfriends and like,
Why are you asking me this? What the fuck?
I'm asking everyone. But like after you get out of a relationship, you're like, yeah, I could talk to any girl and not fucking even waver a thing. And it's like, as it gets like further along, and once you like actually have to talk to them, you're like, I thought I was good at this.
Yeah, that's. I mean, like.
Yeah, it's like after having had a girlfriend for like 3 years, it
yeah.
was like.
I say not talking to women is like. I mean, talking to women isn't like it's not hard.
Yeah.
But then again, like, I'll be walking Zeus and some girl will be like, "Oh my God, cute dog." I'll be like, yeah, the sky's blue," and then I'll just fucking run off.
Yeah, like.
Fuck.
Like, I don't necessarily have a problem talking to him. It's more so the fact of me initiating a conversation with someone that I find attractive more than anything. Because it's like, I don't know if it's like I'm scared of getting rejected or if it's just that I'm just like, But.
Yeah, well, I bet none of you have it as bad as me.
Oh,
At least
man.
right now. Fucking
Yikes.
the one chick I had an interest in, she goes to school 700 miles away, so.
Yikes. Wait, Griff, did you put this link anywhere?
Yeah, I put it all in my Discords. I didn't tweet it out, though.
Okay.
Feel free to tweet it out.
I wanna, fuck, no, I don't wanna listen to a Discord. Okay. I just wanna, one viewer! Hell yeah! Oh, wait, that's me.
I'm pretty sure. It may be me, too.
Yay! Yeah. Rip.
But yeah, yeah. I could imagine, though, frats aren't.
Yeah, that's, it's definitely not the go-to.
Now, how's y'all's dating lives been since college?
Wait, this was supposed to be oh, yeah, I guess.
I mean, we can change it up, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
we can have it go kind of fluid. Just kind of talk about.
We can
or
flip up the script.
I think
you know what I'm saying?
I'm the one that's been dating the most out of all of us recently, and I
Probably.
can safely say that it's like it's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird. Cause like okay, so I went hard on Tinder for the past like 2 months. Basically, since
I wish I got that many matches.
since I went to Hong Kong, I've been fucking just like a Tinder fiend, dude. Like
Yeah,
while I was in Hong Kong, while I was in Korea,
Fiendin'.
I was fucking fiending on Tinder, dude. And so when I got home, I had a couple dates. So I think I went on dates with like 3 or 4 different girls.
Oh man.
One of them I had
3 or 4 more than me.
Yeah, but see, Mike, you just gotta be like, I'm 6'6", and that's it.
Yeah.
No,
like,
no,
hi,
it's not-
I'm
it's
Mike.
not that
I'm
easy.
6'6".
Then there's
It's not
fellas
that
like
easy.
me. I'm 5'8", but.
Yeah, well, when you get to a girl, when you're talking to a girl that's 5'2", it's kind of not great.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah, that.
at that point,
Yeah,
it
my
doesn't
ex-
matter for me because if she's looking for somebody who's like above 6 foot, I'm like, you were looking for like a completely like not very logical combination there. Like, you're like
there's
4 inches
logic
from a legal
behind it.
midget.
There's logic behind it. I just don't know if I want to say it on stream. But like basically, so I went on dates with like 4 different girls, and like they were just like the weirdest array. So like there was one girl that I had been talking to for like 6 months, but we only talked like once a month.
Mm-hmm.
It was the weirdest thing. Like we talked for like 8 hours in a day, and then just not speak to each other for another month.
Right.
And then that happened for like 6 months in a row.
Yeah, you were telling me about this.
Yeah, there's a girl that I was. Sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Well, finally, I went on a date with her, but like her parents were like so overprotective that like she had to wait for her parents to not be home. She had to come. I had to pick her up from her house. I had to go around. I had to pick her from the side of her house. She had to come out the back door.
Jesus.
Didn't want the neighbors
That's
seeing
like-
and tattling.
That's like middle school shit, sorta.
Yeah,
It was
That was
pretty
way
bad.
That's
But
that's shit I
she
would
was-
have done in middle school.
She's actually like great. Like she's the girl that I like the most out of all the girls that I talk to, which is like weird.
Right.
She's a chick that goes to school like 700 miles away. She goes to school in Pennsylvania.
Oh damn. That
Damn.
sucks. I'm guessing she lives near you in your.
Yeah,
Uh,
she lives
hometown?
she lives like 15, 20 minutes away from me.
Oh, that's
Damn.
not too bad. Yeah, that does kind of suck though.
And then I went on a date with a girl that goes to school in New York. She's like pursuing
Yikes.
a major in like music.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
It
that's
was
the place
it
to
was
do
weird because like it was when I went on the date with the girl that I really liked. Now she's kind of it was like really awkward because we were kind of, you know how it is when like on first dates you kind of like slow on conversation and
Yeah.
you don't know what to talk about sometimes. I went on this date with this girl that was going to school in New York for music, and like I saw her when because like I know what she looked like, but like you know how pictures can be deceiving on Tinder. So like she looked a
Yeah.
little different than her pictures, which it was like mostly fine. I didn't really have a problem with it, but like when I saw her, my mind for some reason completely flipped from like date mode into like we're friends mode, and it was so weird because like she was the easiest person I had ever talked to.
Mm-hmm.
Like she got in the car, we talked to each other like we had been friends for like years. It was so weird.
Right.
Yeah, something. Okay. Yeah, that's fucking. I don't know. That's good. I've had like times like that, like with the girl I'm talking to currently that's coming down this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Like I didn't talk to her. Like when we first started talking, like we had like known each other for like a year.
Right.
Like we just had like so much shit to talk about, and I was like, bet I like where this goes.
Yeah, well, that's good. I mean, like, there's a girl I've been talking to, like, since the summer that, like, she's awesome. Like, everything I've looked for in a girl. But it's like, dude, I'm scared of, like, I don't know.
Still yeet though.
Well, I tried.
I love how
I
we were
tried.
like, yeah, so college, and then we're like, yeah, our love lives.
Yeah, like, I definitely tried, like, hanging out with her, like, when we were home for Christmas, but it just ended up not working out. But I think I might message her and be like, hey, when I'm home for, like, spring break or the summer, you want to go on a date? But who knows? Oh my god, dude. Dude, there's this thing I just did online where you can like compare yourself to like pop artists or whatever. Apparently I'm an 82% match in looks with Hoodie Allen.
Who?
Yeah.
And apparently a 35% match with G-Eazy. Yeah.
Nice.
I don't fuck. I ain't seeing it.
First of all, why are you doing that?
I don't know.
in the
I
middle
saw
of
it on
this?
someone's Instagram, so it's like,
Because
Yikes.
Griff's your basic white girl.
yeah, I guess. Really showed me how disproportionate both sides of my jaw are.
Yikes.
Yeah, let me tell you. Like, you don't notice it when you're like looking at me face to face until I point it out. But what about you, Will? How's the dating life and stuff been going?
Oh, it's been going, I suppose.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really haven't been trying that hard, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't try that hard because I can't. I literally match with somebody. We have like probably 20 minutes of conversation, and then I just never talk to them ever again.
No,
Yeah.
that's I swear that's how like Tinder is just in general.
It
Yeah,
really
that
is.
actually sounds pretty
You'll
accurate.
match with someone, you'll talk to them for a solid like maybe a day, and then they'll for some reason, I don't know if maybe it's just me, they'll just drop off the face of the earth. Like they'll just never respond ever again, and you're just kind of like, oh okay, well I
Yeah.
guess fuck me, right?
I can't tell you how many matches that I have where I would send one message. I'm like, hey, what's up? Smiley face. And I just never hear from. Or I'm like, hey, how's it going? I'm sitting here going through like a few of them and I'm already seeing some. And I'm just like, wow, that actually is shitty. But okay. It's like, all right.
Well, a lot of
I'm
people
matching.
take Tinder as like a game. Like
Yeah,
they'll match with people and then just never message anyone because they're just there for like the match. They don't care about anything else.
That's kind of fucking dumb.
100 matches, and I'll let my grandma out. That fucking meme and that
Jesus.
dude
yeah.
who locked his grandma in a like big ass bird cage. Like made the bio 100 matches, and I'll let her out.
Yeah. So do we have any like big plans this semester for like ourselves together or separately or anything like that?
Hit the fucking gym way more often.
Yes, we do need to go to the gym. I've been meaning
We literally
to go.
haven't fucking gone all week, but it's like first week, so I'm not
Yeah.
worried about it.
We wanna. Do we want to start
Next week.
We could go. We could
Monarch
try and
Gym,
go.
I'm coming for you.
Yeah, let's just do the Monarch one. I mean, it's so much closer, and there's like nobody in there, so it'd be a lot easier.
Yeah.
I think. I mean,
Then
just-
like if we, I really hate to say this, but if we go like sometime during the day, that's not like, I don't know, like 5 p.m. when everybody gets out of class.
Mhm.
I think we'd be fine. Like
Yeah.
nobody would be there, and we'd be able to like get our shit done.
Yeah. That
Although
or
I
like
don't know
at
how
night.
we're gonna do legs, like squats.
Well, they
'cause I
have
don't-
that rack there, the little squat rack.
Yeah, but
thing.
it's like an assisted rack, and that's like I don't know. We could.
I mean, it works
figure
just
something
the same. You just add more weight to it is the only
Yeah.
thing because the bar weighs
'Cause,
like
on
nothing.
the like
that's just,
yeah, it's like a self spotting rack.
yeah.
I did the self spotting rack at the rack,
Mhm.
fucking and I did like 20 pounds more weight than I usually do, and I was like, what is
Yeah.
this shit?
Yeah, you just have to do it a little bit heavier, but I mean it works pretty much the same.
Yeah.
But yeah, we need to do that because like I've been feeling like really good going and running and stuff like that, and I need to stick to it. I haven't ran since I don't know when was that I did that. Probably Sunday night, I guess, when I ran the 2 miles on the treadmill. I felt
Yeah, I
really
know.
fucking good about that. I was like, damn, hell yeah.
Y'all know, Chief.
But yeah. What about like something exciting? Going to the gym's not really that exciting.
I think we should,
we're all gonna
we
get
should go.
face cams. We're getting face cams.
Yeah, we
We
are
should all
going to
go
be getting
somewhere for
face
spring
cams.
break.
Yeah,
That
we're all
would-
gonna be getting face cams.
Fuck.
Spring break.
Ooh.
I'm probably gonna be working spring break.
I'm
We'll
probably
see.
gonna be in Los Angeles spring break, so I don't know if I can.
Mike, please stop flexing.
I do ask that now that I have my car, you guys invite me over more, because I miss out on a lot because I didn't have my car earlier.
You
Now that I
are
have my
always
car-
welcome, big man.
Yeah.
Well, here's
Like-
the thing. I may always be welcome, but I don't always know when things are going on.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, we'll let you know more, or we'll try and get better about that.
Yeah.
I'll
just-
to be honest, a lot
I'll-
of it's just last minute stuff that we throw
I'll
together.
bling your fucking line whenever we're
Yes,
doing shit.
please do, Joe.
Please bling my line.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I guess we got to figure out like having some more parties and stuff. Now that Mario's back in town, I want him to come to one of our little things.
The
that we have.
boys are back in town. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Dude, Mario at a party? Hell yeah.
Dude, he's such a social butterfly, and we could get him to invite some people from like his classes, meet some women. You know what I'm saying? Maybe
yeah.
get over the social anxiety.
Yeah, maybe some girls.
Mario's pretty good at talking to girls.
Yeah,
I don't know.
fucking know, dude. When he was like last year, when he was like, yeah, so I'm talking to this pretty cute girl, I was like, yeah, doubt, and he'd show me, I'd be like, huh?
Yeah.
What? How?
He's just
What
got
in
that
the-
super like charismatic personality. That's one reason I just love hanging out with him and just being around.
I hate people like that.
because
Oh, did
it's
I-
contagious.
did
I hate people.
Did I ever say this-
You'll love
did I ever
Mario.
tell you guys the girl I was talking to?
No, you didn't.
All right, let me go pull up the picture.
Hell yeah.
What?
But
Shied. Oh, fucking Griff, do you want to? Me and Griff matched with the same girl while we were.
hey, that's the
on
one I
break.
was talking about trying to go on a date with. Well, I had been matched with her since over the summer, but you said you matched with her on your
I
dog's
matched
profile.
with her, yeah, on fucking in December.
Yeah, she's like so cool, dude. I'm
Yeah, she is.
I think I might text or message her later whenever she replies back to my snap and be like, hey, so I know we never hung out, but would you be interested in going on a date
Oh,
with me when we
shit.
get back? Just to see, because that'd be awesome. Like, she's awesome, dude. I mean,
Mike,
if not,
just
that's
a
going to
little-
be big bummy, but...
Yeah, big bummy. Mike, just a warning. Don't blast K-pop on the first day.
What do you mean? What?
What do you mean?
Wait, no, like I actually don't know what you're talking about. On the first time of what?
On the first
First
date.
date. First date.
Oh.
Don't blast K-pop.
Well, here's the thing. Half the people I matched with on Tinder were Korean, so it didn't matter.
Well, never mind. I mean, yeah, if the culture's the same.
Was
then
one of them
by all
Chang?
means- Yeah. Did you match
What
with
the-
Chang?
Well, there's a girl that wants to meet when I go to UGA, and she's the same height as Chang, so maybe it is him.
Oh,
Shit.
shit. Did she wear glasses?
Does she wear in fucking flip flops in the middle of winter?
Does she goddamn death ramen?
Yeah.
I swear I don't think I'll touch that.
I'm
shit
gonna be
again.
real with you. That ramen is spicier than Will's like fucking death sauce or whatever the fuck he brought.
That shit's so hot.
I don't.
No,
Cor-
it's
correct me if I'm-
literally not, Will. I ate that. I put like fucking, like, I jiggled that shit over my burrito last night and was fine. I ate that fucking ramen and started perspiring.
Holy shit! And she super liked you? Or did you?
Wait,
super
where
like
did you
her?
put, where'd you put this picture?
Surprise!
I don't remember which way it was,
And
honestly.
she super liked you.
Where is said picture?
It's the one you
was
just.
far
It's in the
away.
topics and shit. Dude, she's not bad. Holy fuck! There you go, Mike.
She's like 5'8" or 5'9" too. Like she's pretty tall.
Oh damn.
Oh.
Pretty tall. LOL.
Ask
My-
her
my
if she's
accent-
got a friend shorter than her.
She's got a sister.
How old's her
Um,
sister though?
Older than her?
Oh, how tall is her sister?
I don't know.
How? Okay.
Beef noise.
Beef. Yeah. Let's just pretend this conversation ain't happening. Yeah. It's good to be taller than a girl,
Yeah.
so that she can wear heels and not be taller than you in heels.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
I never had that problem. So.
I mean, if she's like half
Like,
an
okay,
inch or an
not
inch.
all of us are 6'6" giants, okay?
I mean, Joe, like people like me and you, like we don't really have that problem either.
No.
That's
Well,
because
not
y'all
very
are
often.
right on the
yeah,
goddamn
there are
cusp.
some few exceptions where women are just
Yeah, it's not very
tall
often.
as shit for some
Neanderthals.
odd reason. Yeah, they just fucking came out the womb and got put on the Stretchinator 3000, and you're like, what the fuck
Stretch.
happened?
Dude,
Originated.
it's insane. Like there was a girl who was in my weight training class in high school. This bitch was like 6'2", and here I am, and I'm 5'8".
You think that's bad? Oh, you think that's bad? That's some. Me and Joe had a girl in our grade in our high school that was 6'9".
Oh, wait, Gianna?
What?
You mean Jenna?
Is it Jenna?
Huh?
It was Jenna. Yeah,
Wait,
she
Jenna
was.
who?
I don't remember her
Wait, was
last
she a
name.
tall redhead?
Was she redheaded? Let me go.
I know a girl, Gianna, who was like 6.
Oh, Jenna Stady. Do you remember Jenna Stady?
I do not.
She was like 6'9". She plays.
Does she play volleyball?
No, I think she plays basketball for UGA now.
Yo, if she
Yeah,
doesn't play
okay.
college basketball, what's she doing with her life? I
Well,
mean,
she was the
honestly.
'1 prospect in Georgia for both basketball and swimming.
Yeah,
wow.
she's 6'9". She gets on her tiptoes and just pushes it in.
I have a cousin she's 6'4" or something like that,
Jesus Christ.
and her fucking husband is literally 7 foot.
Oh my god.
Dude,
He's like
Fucking-
7'1".
dude,
It's
their
Dude, that was
kids
a
are gonna
match
come
made in
out
heaven-
looking like
heaven.
goddamn green beans.
a-
This is fucking
Green
long
giant.
they actually aren't. They have a kid, and their baby is not that huge, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we'll see. We'll
It's
see
like
when
an
he gets
average. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Right now
dude,
it's like an average sized baby.
dude,
Yo, his fucking knees are gonna hurt like a bitch.
Man, I tell you what though, I drew the fucking short straw. My dad's 6'2" and my mom's like 5'2". Ugh, man. Like I had a 50-50 chance of getting my dad's side of the family's height and getting like a 6 foot or higher, but like my mom's dad's like 5'7", my uncle's like 5'8". I got fucked, dude.
Yeah, Oh yeah, I gotta go. Oh shit.
There's Chang doing his mating howl.
Yeah. Fuck. What was
Was
I?
he screaming in his room?
Yeah. Can you not hear it?
No, not really. I got game sound going. I got you guys going.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I'm looking to try and date a lot more this semester, though. I mean, I kind of, after the whole kind of, I don't know. I guess after
I
New
think
Year's,
I honestly think it's a lot of it is like mental
it
because
100% is.
because for 3 years or so I told myself I didn't really want to date and it,
Mhm.
like I didn't get any matches on Tinder or whatever. I didn't like go out looking for any girls or anything. And then people were like, "Hey, you should like probably start dating. It's been a really long time. You should like just."
People
should
are
just
starting
look
to
to do
think
it.
things.
Your therapist is like, all right, please go find some pussy.
People are starting to say things about you,
Your
and
therapist is like, you're here 3 times a week. I can't fucking do this much longer, man.
And so like I started to like actually think about it. I was like, okay, I'll do it, and I started to like try it, and it happened very quickly. Like I was just like, oh, I have a lot of dates. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
My whole thing with it is like, I feel like I just wouldn't know what the fuck to do. Because I mean, like, I dated my ex for like 3 years, and then it's like I haven't dated or done anything since like for 2 years. So it's like I feel like I'd be so lost. Like I'd be learning it all back from square one.
I don't know. I think the thing, like, the big thing with it, I love how we're literally back to dating after like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I just want to throw that out there.
Did we ever step away from it?
Yeah.
For
We
a
went
minute,
to like
yeah.
things we were doing this summer and like plans coming up, and then we're like,
I know, but like, I don't know.
Tinder.
It never really left dating, to be honest, though.
True.
Your mind didn't leave it.
I don't know. I think the thing, like, the big thing about it is just like to be you. Like that's.
Yeah.
I know that's like a fucking bitch cliche, and everyone's like, just be yourself. But like, you know, you can't like.
About that,
you
myself
can't, like,
scares
fake-
people.
Oh, you think yourself scares people? Myself scares people, and I'm
That's
still
just because
trying to
you're.
be-
That's just because you're tall and intimidating.
No, you idiot! The shit I like and do.
I'm
What?
kidding.
Myself scares me. Like, are you serious?
Like I have to go to girls and tell them, hey, I want to do video games as a living, and I listen to K-pop.
I'm a
Yeah,
weeb.
so-
Love me.
Hell yeah.
So like if a girl accepts that, then I'm like, all right, you're golden, you're good, you're,
Alright, yeah, like
you're in the books.
I can work with
Yeah.
anything else.
Yeah.
You know, you're into foot stuff. That's fine with me. I can work with that.
See,
If
that's.
you compromise with me, I can compromise with you.
Yeah, yeah, you see, now this modern problems
Require modern.
require modern solutions.
And see, that's one reason, like, cause I do that stuff. I don't want to, like, obviously streaming and stuff would be an awesome job for a living, but
But no.
but no.
chances
But
I mean,
that's-
chances of that happening, Griff, I don't want to like shit on your parade. I mean, you can still do
Oh
it.
no, I know it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
More than likely,
No,
but
don't
you know.
say it's not gonna happen. I'm just
It's
saying,
very
like,
unlikely to happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, like with what Butter said last week, it's like it's kind of like a networking and a luck thing.
Exactly. Yeah, because I think I
So
was the one
like,
who
if you
asked
can
that.
network enough, then like you'll
Yeah.
be fucking golden.
Oh yeah, exactly. But like I just do this as a hobby. I mean, I like streaming just kind of because it's fun. I like building a community, whatever. But my whole thing was, it's like talking about doing the video games for a living and scaring a woman off doing that. It's like that's one reason I quit my pro, semi-pro team, whatever. Because it's like that was taking up so much of my time, and it's like I want to be able to go out, do stuff, travel, and have stories that I can like tell girls, and be like, yeah, I'm fucking interesting. I go to this place, this place, this place, this place. I do all this.
I'm
types
not
of
a
stuff.
loser. What do you mean?
I'm not saying that. I just want them to think that I am interesting and that I'm not some boring homebody who.
But
just
we are losers.
Yeah, that's-
But we don't want them to know that.
yeah, but I mean, sooner or later they gonna find out. Whether they.
Well,
They're gonna
hopefully
find
by-
out. We got small
I mean,
Well, hopefully by that
Honestly,
point they'll already be too
honest-
invested.
honestly, my tip is like,
Mike, I don't want to hear about your.
if you find a girl
Small
that you
tip.
have if you have a lot in common with, it'll happen naturally. Like the girl that I was talking about, she lived in Hong Kong for 4 years. She likes video games. She likes anime.
And that's
So,
the one
like-
you sent the picture of?
Yes.
Damn, bro.
So like I have
She's a
like a
keeper.
lot. I have a lot in common with her. We're both like she wants to go back and live in Hong Kong. She loved it that much. I want to go back and live in Hong Kong because I have familial ties there and I loved it so much.
Right.
So like like if you find someone that you have like a lot in common with, a lot of other stuff just becomes like really really easy. Honestly.
Right. Yeah. Understandable.
Look at us. Look at us over here making the world a better place.
Look at us out here talking about real life shit.
Yeah, look at who would have known this shit would have happened.
We've evolved, brothers.
Nah,
We fucking did.
we ought to talk about whenever I got real deep and philosophical that one night, Joe, when we were sharing that.
Fucking yeah, when me and Griff fucking just.
But both got boof.
I
Oh,
wasn't
dude.
boofed.
Oh,
I
I-
was fine. Griff
Ah,
got.
you're a little goofy.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, well, yeah, it was a fucking handle of vodka.
To be fair, I drank a little more than Joe did out of it, I think.
No. We
Uh,
drank literally about the same. We were literally shot
Really?
for shot.
You think
Yeah.
so?
Oh, I know so. Because every time I remember, like I was like keeping track. I was like, all right, I'm not gonna let Griff outdrink me.
Hey, I
Some
kept
pussy
up.
shit.
I kept up though. You got to be proud of me for that at least.
Yeah, you kept up. I'm proud of you for that.
Hell yeah.
And
But
you held on to most of your lunch until the next day.
No, he threw it all up like an hour later. Casey was
No.
here for that.
I didn't throw up
Oh.
that night. I don't think.
Yeah, that's what I
I
was
thought you
thinking.
did.
I don't think so. No.
No, he
I-
didn't throw up till the next day.
No, but I got all deep in my feels, dude. I started sitting there like,
Dude, we started talking. You were like, you started talking. And you're like, dude, somebody out there, we're gonna like marry. And I was like, yeah.
There's someone out there that we will spend the rest of our life with.
Yeah,
Yes!
you're like that shit is just crazy.
And we were just
And I'm
like, and me and Joe were like, beef noise.
but in all reality, like, tell me that's not kind of crazy. There's somebody that you're gonna end up marrying one day, like that you'll have like a family with, have a kid with. Who knows?
I mean, that's how life works, sort of.
Yeah, I mean, like it's
just
kind of
kinda
crazy until you think
Yeah.
about how many times it's happened and how common.
Yeah,
it is.
you're like,
It's not
wow,
that
that's awesome. And then
But
you're
the
just
fact
like,
that it hasn't happened to
literally
you
everybody
yet.
does it.
But the fact that it hadn't happened to you yet, and just kind of sitting there thinking about what that future person's gonna be like, you know, or who's that.
Yeah,
future
but that's
person's-
like it's. I mean, like you can apply the same thing to college. It's like,
Yeah,
wow,
yeah.
I'm gonna go to college one day. I wonder what that's gonna be like.
Yeah, I
And
guess
here
people
I am,
just look
almost
at
a
it
fucking
differently.
alcoholic, and like,
Here I am living with some alcoholics.
yeah, here I am.
Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of cool to think about. And then, oh man, and then I started like sitting there thinking about, because you remember there was a kid who died that I
started-
went to high school with, like, God
Yeah,
rest his soul.
yeah,
And I
and
started,
then we got on the whole like, you know, when
Siblings
fucking
and
Michael
stuff like
Gatto
that.
died, and yeah, fucking
yeah.
Christ.
yeah, dude, and I remember I ended up like texting my brother that night, and then I started like, I
Yeah,
went
you
back
like
into my,
hit him with the like, hey bro, I don't know if you know this, but I love your ass.
I did,
like
yeah. But and then I like went back into the back of my room and just like broke down and started crying. I text Joe and I'm like, bro, get Casey to come back here, man.
Yeah, I was like, what the? Alright. Alright, then. Shit.
Damn, dude, I don't know, dude. I was all in my feels. It was weird. Cause usually when I drink, I'm kind of woo. But that night I was
Yeah.
like, bro.
Well, yeah, because we were literally just sitting out on the porch fucking drinking.
Yeah.
Like, there wasn't, like, you know, something going on in the background. It was just you and me sitting there, like, in the dark.
Just talking
kinda just-
about shit. Life
yeah,
and
just
shit in
like-
general. Yeah.
Yeah, and me, Chang, and Casey were sitting behind you guys smoking.
Yeah, and fucking, yeah, it was some
Wait,
whack
y'all were
shit
smoking
going on.
behind us?
We
Yeah.
were.
Wait,
You don't remember that?
I didn't know they were smoking behind us. No.
Yeah, they were
Fuck.
hitting the devil's lettuce back there.
Shit, dude. I guess I was more boofy than I thought. Shit.
Yeah. Well, that and the fucking next morning we go to Waho and you're like, we get out of the car and you're like, put your hand on the car. You're like, wait a minute. Shit. All right.
Oh man, it's
And then
the
you ate-
sugary shit like that makes me feel like that. Like if it was just like pure straight up alcohol and no like sugar in it, I think I wouldn't have been that bad. But let me tell you,
Pretty sure most. I mean, I know most alcohol has sugar in it, but like.
yeah. Well, depending on the
Yeah.
kind.
No, not like the fucking sours does. The sours is like,
it's pure like,
sugar.
sugar and
yeah, and like some vodka.
yeah, dude. We need a. I'll tell you what. Whenever we get our whiskey glasses, we need to make us some fucking old fashioned. Cause we'll get them by. Well, oh, first of all, we need to go. I want to go pick up a big bottle of Jameson.
A big bottle of like.
It's gonna be expensive.
Like not
yeah.
a 750 milliliter.
Yeah,
You want
a
like
step
a
up of that
big-
one. Yeah.
You want a big fucking one?
Well, depending on how
Alright.
much it is, if it's not too expensive.
Yeah.
But
If it's.
but
yeah.
I
Honestly,
wanna,
we could just like get everybody
Mhm.
like pitch in $25 and just get
Oh, well,
four
I was
bottles of it.
Oh yeah.
Wait, when are we getting 4 bottles of? I said no.
Jameson.
Jameson?
Because I wanted to
Oh.
get I wanted to get the bottle to be able to keep in my room, kind of like you are with yours. And
Yeah, I just
yeah.
it'd be sipping time sometimes,
Yeah.
you know.
But like we should do that like Friday, when the
Get some
Crystal.
boof juice.
yeah when the glasses get here, make some old fashions, just chill, watch a movie, whatever. Because your girl will be here, although she may have to drink out of a different glass. Because
I don't even think she was like telling me, she's like, I don't remember the last time I got drunk was, and I was like, I
So
can change
here-
that.
I can tell
Here's
you the
beer.
next time.
Good luck.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
tell you the next time.
She was like,
I might make a special exception just for her to see who can drink more before they get drunk.
Mike, you're 6'8".
What do you mean?
It's gonna take a lot.
No, you're saying that she has a high tolerance, and I'm saying I know
Oh.
I have a high tolerance, but I don't drink.
Oh yeah.
I'm saying that I might come out of that just to test her.
Oh dude, yeah. You've got to come over, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
No, I'm not saying she has a high tolerance.
Yo, no lie.
I
I
thought
was
she
sa-
said she had one.
No, she was saying I don't remember she doesn't remember the last time she drank.
Oh.
I'm just letting you
Yeah,
know,
like-
Joe. Whenever she comes, I'm gonna try and be like on my best, coolest behavior, just so she can like maybe recommend a cute friend to me, maybe.
Ooh. I'm gonna be on the coolest behavior and
Exactly, dude. Let me
just
tell
maybe
you.
the coochie gods.
Hey man, I'm getting serious about this dating shit now. Let me tell you. It's been too
Man.
long.
I did. I got serious for about actually no. I'm like still dealing with a breakup, so I'm not like
Well,
super
see,
serious.
it's
about
been
shit.
like 2 years for me. That's about a year too
Yeah.
long.
before the previous psycho, it had been like a year and a half, and I was like, damn,
Yeah, my relationship.
gotta get back on my shit again.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know that grind. I know how to grind be. Shit. But yeah. So 2019 is not gonna be my year already.
Yeah.
Oh,
We'll see.
Fucking
Hey,
speeding ticket that just fucked my bank account.
it could
And Mike.
it could always get worse, but think of it like this. I mean, a speeding ticket's pretty bad, so I mean, I don't know.
So far, 2019 is like.
I feel
So
pretty
far,
good about it.
2019 is like it's a Dark Souls boss that you beat the first stage. And you're like, oh hell yeah, I killed him. And then there's a fucking second stage.
I don't know.
Where he's even, like,
I feel pretty good about
fucking
2019.
More badass.
I feel pretty good about it. I don't know.
We'll see.
Hopefully. Although I've said that
skeptical.
about the past 2 years, but you know.
I'm skeptical right now.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
First a gorilla, then some Tide Pods, and now an egg.
Yeah, now a fucking egg.
Yeah. Oh well. Well, we're about at that hour mark. I guess I can go ahead and. I closed it out
Yeah.
last time, Joe. I guess if you want to go ahead and close it out this time.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Like, follow, subscribe. Do a backflip if you're excited. Fucking, hit us up with a follow. Go follow our or sub to us on No, I'm just kidding. On YouTube. Hit up the boys. There's only 4 of us this time. I don't know why. I guess nobody else could make it.
I kind of liked it with 4 people. It was
Yeah,
weird.
it was.
It was more
It was more like
relaxed.
it was more succinct.
Yeah.
And there's not like, Leachman screaming and then Gordon
Mm-hmm.
trying to make a joke about dicks and how small his is, and yeah, it's kind of nice with like 4 to 5 people. I think that's like the Gucci point. That's like where it should be. But anyway, thanks for watching if you watched, or thanks for, being here when we went live. And we'll be doing this next week, and maybe we'll all have cams. Who knows?
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. I'm getting mine Friday. Will's got his now. Griff has one. Mike's gotta find some financial footwork.
I'm sorry to interrupt.
What?
I asked her if she would be down to go on a date over the summer, and she said, "Yeah."
Tell her to drive down here and just come hang out.
Yeah. Well,
About that.
I could ask her, be like, "Hey, if you'd be down to like come spend the weekend, you could have my
Yeet.
bed. I could sleep on
Yeah.
the couch, or
Couch.
if you'd be down to, I don't know."
All right. Thanks for interrupting me, Griff.
Like,
Wanna
follow,
close
subscribe.
this- Yeah. Like, follow, subscribe,
Yeah.
comment.
And we
leave
also-
a thumbs up. Join your notification squad.
And also, we have all of our social media stuff in the panels below. If you are on Twitch, it should have all of our, most of ours at least the guys who are here tonight, except for Will.
Yeah,
I didn't get Will.
They should be in the description on YouTube too.
Yep, they'll be in the description on YouTube.
So if you you fellow Olympia Rangers want to follow us,
yeah, for real.
hit us up. Yeah, and I think we're gonna start doing like games. Like we're gonna all start playing video games now instead of just doing a podcast.
Yeah, for sure.
So it should be maybe more interesting because we're such boring people.
Yeah, I want to have it to where we can do like a multi-stream, not like a multi-stream, but where we can, yeah, well, like a, no, because we want to do it on this, but where we can have all 4 of our cams on the screen at the time while we're playing, like, or all cams, whatever, for whatever we're playing. That'd be pretty cool. I need to figure out how to do that, actually. Especially...
Well, yeah, but then it would just be one person's gameplay in all 4 of our cams.
That's fine, though. That's fine.
Yeah. As long as we can see us, you know, I mean, it doesn't really matter, but, I need to figure out too about getting. We are going to be trying to get some new graphics for our stream as well.
Yeah,
so,
some dude quoted us at 125.
Yeah,
okay, buddy.
I'll go to Fiverr and pay $20. Thank you.
Yeah, you can have my left nut for 125.
I'm sure his stuff is good. I don't know if it's $100 good though. Like, sorry, but no,
pal.
No dissing him, but anyways, we got sidetracked there. Sorry about that. My fault.
Like, follow, subscribe. This 3rd time's the charm trying to say bye now. See y'all next week then.
Peace.
Adios.